Thank you, Julia. I knew that you would have a very powerful message, and that it was. Thank you so much. We certainly appreciate your volunteer leadership of the Clayton Jackson McGee Memorial, and I think among the many accomplishments of the organization is in its very early stages creating an endowed scholarship. So we are very pleased to have created the Clayton Jackson McGee Memorial Fund as one of the 14 new funds that was created at the Community Foundation in 2009. Really, because of your organization's generosity, we will work together to build a more inclusive community. Thank you again, Julia. Good afternoon. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Holly Sampson. I'm president of the Duluth Superior Area Community Foundation. And over the last hour, we have heard from three very special friends of the Community Foundation. In our minds, it's all about generosity, civic engagement, and inclusiveness. These are fundamental principles that provide the momentum needed to sustain our community. Todd, Roger, and Julia, thank you so much for giving life to these three concepts. And looking ahead, we will certainly incorporate these three concepts into our future plans. As Lyle mentioned, we are in the process of developing our strategic plan for the next 5 years. Our current plan ends in December of this year, and we have many, many successes that we can point to from our previous 5 years. Lyle mentioned completing our Bush Foundation Challenge, our $1 Million Challenge, very early in its progress. This will build unrestricted charitable resources that will be available for the region forever. We also have surpassed our development goals in the strategic plan already. We have embarked on a variety of community initiatives that many of you have been actively involved with. Speak Your Piece, the Civility Project, the Social Capital Benchmark Survey, the Knight Creative Communities Initiative, and Attracting and Retaining Young Adults. All very important initiatives for our region. Our grant making now impacts all segments of our community, and I hope you'll have a chance over at our information table, back there, Becky's waving, we have a slideshow showing many of the grants that we have recently made, so we hope you'll have an opportunity to look at that. So in our next strategic plan, generosity, civic engagement, and inclusiveness will take center stage. These are the topics that we do believe are vital for the region. Generosity, because we believe in philanthropy, and I love the idea, Todd, of cascades of generosity. It's a wonderful visual. And we believe that generosity will differentiate communities of the future, those communities that have momentum from those communities that become stagnant communities. We believe in civic engagement because our democracy depends on it, and inclusiveness because diversity, inclusiveness, and equity are now required elements of community connectedness. I want to thank all of you for your support of the Community Foundation and your engagement with us, and I want to thank you for joining us this afternoon. I also want to share some very exciting news, and the Duluth News-Tribune did a great job getting that out there for us already. But we are very excited today to announce a new $1 million gift to the Community Foundation. The John S. and James L. Knight Foundation has been a wonderful partner of ours for the last several years. And the Knight Foundation has just decided to add $1 million to their donor-advised fund. And the priority of this fund will be informed and engaged communities. We love that priority because obviously it's very consistent with our interest in civic engagement. I also do want to recognize a special guest today who's flown up from Miami. Bahia Ramos-Sinet is here with us. Bahia, do you want to wave and say hello? This is Bahia's first visit to Duluth, and we're honored that she's visiting the Community Foundation. And Bahia and Katie and I will all be available at the reception this afternoon. We have new Knight Foundation guidelines, Knight Donor Advised Fund guidelines for All of you nonprofit organizations out there interested in future funding, please talk with us. So before we close, we have many people and many organizations to thank. First, we have a wonderful group of sponsors who are here with us today. We appreciate your financial support for this event. Those sponsors include the Duluth News Tribune, Colquist Sites and Goldman, National Bank of Commerce, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo Private Client Services, Freiberger Buchanan Smith and Frederick, M&I Bank, Duluth, Superior, Ashland, Minnesota Power and Elite Company, Republic Bank, and Wheeler Associates. Thank you so much. We also want to thank Alex Giuliani. I don't know if Alex is here or if he's out and about, but he and his staff at Clyde Ironworks have created a wonderful new facility for our community, and we thank him for that. I also want to thank my board chair, Lyle Northey, for doing a wonderful job and being part of the leadership of the Community Foundation. And our staff was introduced earlier. Thank you to my staff for doing a wonderful job putting this event together. And finally, our grantees. We have 6 of our grantees from 2009 joining us here today. We hope you have an opportunity to visit with them. Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank, you see their food on our tables. We have Fit City Duluth here with us. We have the Hawk Ridge Bird Observatory. We have the Northeast Entrepreneur Fund's Northland Flavor. We have Renegade Theater. And finally, we have the Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra, who will close our program today. It's the DSO Music to You program that'll do a short interactive program for us. So they will finish the program. We do have a reception that will go until 6 o'clock. We would love to have you join us for that reception. And I want to remind you of the Post-it notes that you have on your table. Please give us your thoughts about what will bring positive momentum to our community over the next 5 years.